our dichotomy. This is Matt's fault. He was talking about this the other night with that song, and it gave me the idea, and I thought, this is a good point. So, dichotomy. What is dichotomy? A contrast between two things that seem opposed to each other. Things with contradictory qualities. Now, what Matt was talking about, he was talking about that song and how it seemed like, especially in the first verse, I think that was the main one, that they would rather stay here than go to be in heaven, right? And we do kind of live a life like that, right? Here on this earth, we want to stay here. We want to see like our grandchildren grow older, our children grow older. We want to stay around and help our loved ones and do stuff like that, right? We do. Just admit it, we do. On the other hand, I really want to go to heaven. I could die and go to be with Jesus right now, and I would be okay with that. You wouldn't need to cry a bit. That's just the way it is. But then again, I have family. I have people that if I'm here, I can help and I can do things for. And, I have my mom, I have y'all, I have people, I have things that I can still do. And I can still work and do things for the Lord that I have not done and not accomplished. So if we look at, this is the same problem that Paul talked about. Philippians chapter 1, verses 21 through 24. For to me to live is Christ, and to die is gain. But if I live on in the flesh, this will mean fruit from my labor. Yet what I shall choose I cannot tell. For I am hard pressed between the two, having a desire to depart and be with Christ, which is far better. Nevertheless, to remain in the flesh is more needful for you. Now, as Christians, we kind of all live with this, I'm calling it dichotomy, that's the word for the day. We live with this idea that on the one hand, we do want to be with our loved ones. We do want to help them, but we do have loved ones in heaven too. We want to be with them. We want to be with Jesus. We want to be with God, right? So we have this pulling apart, kind of, this division. Now, of course, like Paul says, to go to be with Christ is better. Of course it is. But if God wants me to stay and I stay, then I need to be working for Christ. There's things I can do. There's things I should be doing, right? So if I stay, then I should be a benefit to others. And that's that should be our desire, right? To be a benefit to others, to do things for others. If God allows us to stay, then we should live for Christ. Like he says here, to live is Christ. Now, to die is gain because I'm out of here. I'm in heaven. So that's a boon to me. But if I live, I need to live like Christ. I should live like Christ. I want to live like Christ. And Paul did too. That's another thing he's saying is that's his goal. That's what he wants to do. And if I live on in the flesh, this will mean fruit from my labor, right? I've got more work to do. If God lets me live, I've got more stuff to do for the Lord. And then, I'm not sure about the choosing. I don't think we really get to choose when we go. At least not that I'm aware of. But I understand what he's saying. Like, I'm hard-pressed between the two, having a desire to depart and be with Christ, which is far better. Of course it is. Now there he's talking on a personal level, right? On a personal level, for every Christian, to depart and be with Christ is better. Because it just is. To be with the Lord is always better. But to remain in the flesh is more needful for you. Now he's talking to these people here that he can do things to help them, right? So that's how we should look at as long as we're here. As long as we're here working for Christ, we should be a benefit to others to help them with whatever it might be, whatever our circle is, be it our family, our congregation, whatever. So that was it. That's the whole thing, just this dichotomy, this desire to be here and to help our different families and different friends and people, and then also to want to be with Christ. We both have these things that kind of pull at us, or we all have these things that kind of pull at us. And this evening, if you have any need, or I don't think anyone here does, but if you had a need to be baptized, if you have a need for any prayer, if there's anything we could help you with, just come forward and let us know as we stand and sing. We're going to sing, what is it, 359? 359.